This is Andrew again with DPS TV. 2 weeks ago I showed you the NetGuardian LT. It's a compact, voice-capable alarm remote that will call you if there's a problem at one of your remote sites.
Event time, 12:06 a.m. Alarm, point 1. Critical alarm is standing.
Today I'm going to show you a new wizard on the DPS website that allows you to customize the NetGuardian's voice output. You can either type what you want the NetGuardian to say, or even upload recordings of your own voice. To get started, I'll simply visit the DPS Telecom website at dpstele.com. Then I'll scroll down to the bottom of the screen here, where there's a link to My DPS. So here's the My DPS logon screen. If you don't have an account, you can easily create one using this form at the bottom of the screen. But I already do have an account set up for myself, so I'll type in my email address and my password and click Login. Okay, on this first screen I have lots of different options for things I can do inside of My DPS. I can look at any current proposals I have from the sales department for new projects I'm working on. I can download user manuals, I can get notifications of firmware and software, I can download new firmware and software. But Custom RTU Voice Wizard is the newest option that I'm going to be looking at today. So here we are at the wizard. You can see that there are two options. I have my own XML config file as a more advanced option. Today we're going to be looking at the quickest way, which is I want to use the latest default config file. Once you select that option, you only have to choose which product you want, and NetGuardian LT is the only one on the list right now. There will be more on the list very shortly. I'll click Next. And now I'm presented with a listing of all the different things I might want to customize the voice for on the NetGuardian LT. So I can set up a custom site name, point descriptions for the various alarm points, how I want it to express alarm set and alarm clear, so standing and clear you can see are the defaults, relay controls, operated and released, and analog sensors, internal temp and external temp. So let's go back up to the top. For site name, in this case, this particular NetGuardian LT is at DPS Telecom headquarters. So I'll type in DPS Telecom HQ. In your cases, you might want to type in Site 152. You could type Western Mountain Site, whatever is going to help you identify this particular NetGuardian from your others. I'll click play to hear a quick preview to make sure it sounds nice.
DPS Telecom HQ.
And I think that'll work. So that's DPS Telecom HQ. So that's typing in custom text-to-speech text. I also have the option to upload a custom WAV file of my own voice. So to record that, I'll use a program that's been included in every version of Windows since Windows 95 or Windows 98. So you should have no trouble getting access to it. It's under Start, Programs, Accessories, Entertainment, Sound Recorder. It's a very simple interface. I've got my PC microphone set up and I'll just hit record. Critical alarm. Alright, so I've made a recording. I need to save that as a WAV file. And I'll call it critical alarm.wav. Okay, so now it's saved. I can close Sound Recorder. And back in the wizard, I'll click Upload Custom WAV File for this particular point. You can see I can mix and match. For some points I can do text-to-speech if I want. For some I can do custom WAV files. It's all up to you. So I'll browse now for that WAV file I created. There it is, critical alarm. So I can use that same method to customize all the remaining points. And then down at the bottom here I can click Build. It only takes about 10 to 20 seconds to build a file in most cases. I'll right-click Product Config Zip and Save As. And I'll save it in that same folder I've been using. So it comes down as package.zip. Okay, and now I'll open that up. You can see I have NetGuardian LT.bin. I'm going to extract all the files here out to a regular folder so they're no longer zipped. Alright, that's better. So now I've got NetGuardian LT.bin. Now I just upload this to my NetGuardian LT. So I'm going to go to a new browser window. I'll type in the IP address of the NetGuardian LT to access the web browser interface. And I'll log in to the LT. I can access the update screen by clicking the web version. You can see a gray box appears around it. And I challenge you to get lost on this screen. It's very easy to figure out. I'll just browse for the file that I saved from the website, netguardianlt.bin, and I will upload. This takes a little under a minute. Okay, that was about 47 seconds, looks like. So now my NetGuardian LT is updated. I've got my custom voice. So that's really all there is to it. In just 5 or 10 minutes, you can have the NetGuardian saying exactly what you want it to. So if you like the LT, give DPS a call at 1-800-693-0351. You can also visit us online at www.dpstele.com/RTUs.